All right, so we are live on Instagram and we are live on YouTube. So just give it a moment to let people to come into the room and then we will start. Just check if everything is working. Hopefully it works better today. Oh shit. All right, so we are on YouTube and we are on Instagram. Hello, Holy Mary, how are you? As black as it can be, my friend. So we are just waiting for people to wander into the room, and then we will start our chat with a long, about 20 minutes of hypnosis session. Um, it will be more like a guided meditation session, probably not as intense as you will be at somebody's clinical office or if you're on stage. Today we are going to be talking about prosperity magic, I guess, from the teaching from the Bible. I turn on the TV a lot on Sunday. I see who's that lady's name, Joyce Meyer, and that character man who flies in a private jet, even though he owns a church. He was asking for his congregation to pay for his private jet trips and a fleet of private planes. And it doesn't sound right, but they seem to be doing well and they have a following. So we are going to exercise the key tenet that they're teaching on prosperity gospel and apply, which is what we do as Western ceremonial magician, apply what we learn from the Bible and all major religion and use it for our personal gain. Isn't that fun? This is the whole point of magic, right? I need to get this software right so I can record this properly. And then I'll paste it together, cut it back together, and then we will put it on YouTube as a finished product so that people afterwards could listen to the session without going into the live stream. But just like music, right? Listening to it live is better than a recording. You will want the live energy coming straight from me more than anything else. If I'm not reading your comments right now on the screen, that is because I need to start the software so I can record it properly. And just like everything I do, it is not working properly right now. Give me a second, please. Uh, is it like Mark Patrick seminar? Uh, I haven't met Mark Patrick. Tell me about Mark Patrick. Maybe I should Google him later. Well, the session we're about to do is about meeting Jesus, and there were enough teaching in the Bible that help us to get rich through the tenets and the teaching from the Bible and the gospel. Hey, his live in-person seminar is $70. So, you're getting a good deal here. Oh, I see. Sorry, I am trying to figure out what's going on with Audacity. So as soon as I figure this out and we have more people coming in, and then we can start the live stream. Come on, man. Every time I use, every time I do something with my computer, something else goes wrong. As soon as you figure out how to operate this properly, something else crashes, and then your whole world got out of sync. Come on. All right, so while we wait for my computer to respond, how are you guys doing? So, Holy Mary, this is the first time we met, I believe. Where you from, my friend? Oh, come on, man. Oh, hello, FG. Thanks for coming in. So, I'm trying to manage this recording software. As soon as I got it to start, I don't know why it is just doing its own thing here. I didn't tell them to do any of this thing. What I'm trying to do is get a new window to start recording. All right. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Hello, FG. How are you doing? So we're waiting for a few people to come in, and as soon as that happens, we will start at, I guess the time is 10:10. We'll start at 10:11, and then people can stroll in, and then they can enjoy this session. So what we're doing. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, that's great. You finished shower. Yeah. So what we're doing right now is we are doing a session on prosperity or abundance with Jesus. We're going to evoke Jesus in this live chat, and we are going to. I don't know if you guys know what prosperity Bible or prosperity churches are or prosperity ministries are. There are a few here in the U.S. where the preacher goes on television and just keep asking their supporters for money. And their promise is the more they give, the richer they're going to be, which is, but that part we are not going to do. Um, but there are enough teaching about prosperity and how to get rich in the Bible. And we're specifically focused on the teaching of Jesus today. Um, and we're going to do a hypnosis session, a guided meditation session where we get to meet Jesus. And then he's going to impute his power onto us to use his energy, to use the blessing that he's about to bestow on us to create something great on this world. So that is going to be the session for today. Um, Let me press recording on this end. All right, so we're about to start our session on prosperity hypnosis. Um, I guess today is Memorial Day weekend in the United States. And I guess summer is starting for a lot of places in the world. So it's a long weekend in the US. And summer is starting. So I guess like a lot of people are not in their home, the people are on vacation. So we're expecting like a lower than usual attendance here. All right. So when you're ready, find a comfortable place where you can sit or lay down. Take a deep breath in and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feeling the cool air fills your lungs and the warmth as you exhale. Trust my voice as it guides you deeper into relaxation, deeper into the presence of Jesus. Imagine a soft, gentle light surrounding you, a light filled with love and blessing of Jesus. Feel the gentle touch of Jesus' hand on your shoulder, his presence comforting and reassuring. His voice, the voice of God, whispers softly into your ears. I'm here to bless you, my child. Allow yourself to drift into your subconscious mind. My voice inside you guiding you into a state of profound peace and relaxation. Feel the energy of Jesus enveloping you, his love and blessing pouring into you, filling you with warmth and light. Each breath you take draws you closer to him, closer to the blessings, closer to what he has in store for you. As you continue to relax, imagine a beautiful garden, a sanctuary of peace and tranquility. You are standing at the entrance, and Jesus is there, waiting for you with open arms. His presence is calming, his touch gentle. Feel his energy inside you, guiding you into the garden, into a place where his blessings flows freely. With each step you take, you feel a deeper connection to Jesus, his voice resonating with you. You are safe here and you are loved. His touch is warm and soothing, his energy filling you with a sense of complete peace and relaxation. In this garden, you see glimpses of his blessings, abundance, health, and success. Visualize yourself receiving these blessings, feeling his love and energy inside you, pushing out any doubts, any fears. You are filled with his light, his love, his prosperity. Trust my voice as it guides you deeper into this experience, deeper into the presence of Jesus. Feel his touch, his energy, his love. Each breath you take, each step you make, brings you closer to the fulfillment of his promises. As you stand in his presence, feel the completeness of his love and blessings. You are surrounded by his light, his energy filling you, transforming you. Trust in his voice, follow his guidance, and allow yourself to receive the abundance he has promised. Feel the profound sense of peace and assurance that comes from knowing Jesus is with you. His blessings flowing into every part of your being. My voice inside you, guiding you to a life of prosperity and abundance, filled with the love and blessings of Jesus. Now, let go completely and allow yourself to be immersed in this experience, feeling the deep love, the deep peace, and the profound blessings of Jesus. You are loved, you are blessed, you're prosperous. Trust in His voice, His touch, and know that His blessings are yours. Imagine yourself standing before Jesus, His loving eyes gazing upon you with infinite compassion and understanding. He speaks to you softly, my beloved child. I have came to you. I have come that so you may live and have it to do. I have come to you so that you may live your life to the fullest. Feel His words resonate deep inside you, fueling you with a sense of peace and assurance. Jesus placed His hand gently on your shoulder, and you feel His touch, warm and comforting. His touch carries the power of healing and transformation. I desire for you to be prosperous in all areas of your life, He says. Your faith in me activates the promise I have made to you. As you listen to His words, you feel a wave of positive energy washing over you. This is the power of positive confession. Speak my promises over your life, Jesus encouraged you. Declare that you are blessed, healthy, and abundant. My voice inside you will guide you to success. You repeat after Him. I am blessed. I am healthy. I am abundant. Jesus grants me the prosperity in all things. Each word you speak aligns you more closely with His divine will, and you feel His favors upon you. Remember the power of seed faith giving, Jesus continues. When you give, it shall be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Visualize yourself sowing seeds of faith, your generosity flowing from a place of trust in Jesus' promises. I will multiply your giving and return it to you in greater measure. Feel the presence of divine favor surrounding you. I bestow favor upon you, Jesus declares. You will find success in all your endeavors. My covenant with you is unbreakable. I desire for you to live in an abundant life. His words brings a deep sense of peace and assurance. Overcome any thoughts of lack or poverty, Jesus urges. You are destined for abundance. My energy inside you pushes out any feelings of scarcity. You are filled with wealth and my blessings. And you feel His healing energy flowing through you, touching every part of your being. Health and healing are your inheritance, Jesus says. My touch brings restoration and vitality. Trust in my power to heal you. As you stand in His presence, you realize the fullness of His covenant. I made a promise to you, just as I did to Abraham, Solomon, and Job. Jesus explains, prosperity is your birthright. Embrace it with faith. Feel the empowerment that comes from His words. Take active steps in your faith, Jesus instructs. Trust in my provision and guidance. You are capable of achieving your goals with my support. Finally, Jesus placed his hand over your heart, his touch sending a tingle of divine energy through you. You are connected to me, he says. My breath is your breath, my voice inside you, guiding you to a life of prosperity and abundance. Feel my energy complete you, bringing you into profound and perfect alignment with my will. As you bask in his presence, you feel a deep sense of fulfillment and bliss. Jesus' love surrounds you, his promises of prosperity filling every part of your being. Trust in his word, trust in his touch, and know that you are blessed beyond measure. Feel the energy of Jesus flowing through you, his voice resonating with you, assuring you of his everlasting love and commitment to your prosperity. My beloved, you are precious to me, he says, and my desire is for you to experience the fullest of my blessings. As you stand before Jesus, envision your life unfolding with success and abundance. See yourself achieving your goals, prospering, prospering in every areas of your life. Jesus is guiding you, his voice inside you, directing your path toward fulfillment and joy. My touch is upon you, he continues, bringing you into a deeper connection with my divine purpose. You are here to thrive, to live a life of abundance and prosperity. Feel his energy pulsating through you, invigorating every part of your being. Jesus' presence is a source of profound peace and strength. In your moments of doubt, remember my word, he says. I am with you always, my breath giving you life, my touch giving you comfort. Trust in my promises, for they are true and steadfast. Imagine the warmth of his embrace, his love enveloping you completely. My energy is within you, pushing out any negativity, any thoughts of lack or failure. You are filled with my light, my power, my prosperity. Visualize yourself walking hand in hand with Jesus, his guidance leading you to opportunities and blessings. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to the abundance I have prepared for you. He assures you, you are destined for greatness, for a life rich in blessings and success. Feel the joy of his promises becoming your reality. Speaking my words of life and prosperity over yourself. Jesus encouraged. Declare that you are favored, blessed, and prosperous. My voice inside you will guide you to the fulfillment of these declarations. And you repeat after him, I am favored, I'm blessed, I'm prosperous. Jesus' promises are my reality. Each declaration strengthens your connection to his divine will, aligning you with the abundance he had promised. Jesus placed his hand on your heart, and you feel a surge of divine energy. My love for you is infinite, he says. My touch brings you healing. My breath brings you life. My voice brings you guidance. Embrace the prosperity I have for you, for it is yours. As you continue to stand in His presence, feel the completeness of His blessing. You are my beloved child, Jesus said, and I delight in your prosperity. Trust in my voice, and you will experience the fullness of my blessings. The warmth of His blessings fills you with a deep sense of peace and assurance. My energy inside you is powerful and transformative, He says. You are connected to me, and my love for you will never fail. Visualize yourself filled with the abundance Jesus promised. See yourself living in prosperity, health, and success. His voice guiding you every step of the way. You are destined for greatness, He says, and I am with you always, ensuring your prosperity and joy. Feel the profound sense of fulfillment and bliss that comes from knowing that you are loved and blessed by Jesus. His promises are true. His presence is within you, guiding you to a life of abundance. Trust in His word, trust in His touch, and know that you are blessed beyond measure. Jesus' love surrounds you, His energy fills you, and His voice guides you. You are prosperous, you are abundant, you are loved. Now, as you begin to return from this journey with Jesus, feel His presence lingering around you, His energy still inside you, filling you with warmth and light. Trust my voice as it guides you back, bringing all the blessings and prosperity you have received into your waking reality. Take a deep breath, feeling the air fills your lung. And as you exhale, feel a sense of gratitude washing over you. You are deeply grateful for the blessing Jesus bestowed upon you, for the love and abundance that now flows through every part of your being. As you slowly become aware of your surrounding, feel the connection to my voice, a voice that had guided you on this journey. You are thankful for the peace and prosperity you have experienced, and you carry this gratitude with you, deeply ingrained in your heart. Imagine my voice continue to resonate within you, a soothing presence that brings comfort and assurance. You dream of my voice, loving my voice as it guides you, reminding you of the divine blessing you have received. My voice is a constant source. My voice is a constant source of strength and peace. With every breath, you bring the abundance of this experience back into your reality. You are filled with prosperity, success, and divine favor. Feel the energy of Jesus, His blessings, and my voice inside you, pushing out any doubts and fears. You are complete, filled with the love and blessings of Jesus. As you start to move your fingers and toes, feeling the sensation returning to your body, know that you have carried this abundance within you. You are deeply connected to my voice and my energy inside you, guiding you towards a life of prosperity and fulfillment. Open your eyes now, slowly, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, filled with a gratitude of deep sense of connection. You are thankful for this journey, for the blessings and abundance that you are now part of. My voice will continue to guide you, to support you, and to remind you of the divine prosperity that is yours. Come back to your come back to your reality now, where you carry this love, this blessings, this abundance of Jesus with you. You are prosperous, you are abundant, and you are deeply connected to my voice. Trust in this connection and let it guide you to a life of fulfillment and joy. All right, so take a moment and come back to this room. Whenever you're ready, you can stretch a little bit, take a deep breath. And hello to my friends on Instagram who have just joined. We have SAJXO. Hello. We have Sharps World. Hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you for joining me on Memorial Day. If you're Canadian, this is Victoria Day, right? Hopefully, I got it right. I remember Victoria Day. Um, it's a great day to be off. Perfect day to be outside on May. We actually had like a thunder shower in Boston overnight, but it's had cleared up in the morning, so it looks really nice outside. Nice blue sky, not too hot. The ground is a little wet. That's fine. Perfect day for a barbecue. So if you are not from the U.S., Memorial Day is a day to remember the fallen veterans in all the soldiers and officers and all the people in uniform that have defended our freedom. If you are Canadian, this is Victoria Day, celebrating the greatest queen ever, Queen Victoria. Um, so this is a great day to be outside. So how's everybody doing? If we don't have a lot of people, which we do not expect, we can keep this around an hour or less. I understand today most people are away for the weekend too. It's the first weekend of the summer, technically, and the beaches are crowded. There are extra train that takes you from Boston to Cape Cod. Cape Cod is a place where we have a lot of beaches. Hello, a X is a JXO. How are you? Happy Sunday, my friend. Happy Victoria Day. Yeah, so maybe next week I'll take the train ride to Cape Cod and take some pictures. Um, it's only like $10 to ride the train to Cape Cod. Um, hello, FGFG. I hope you had a good time. Hope you're enjoying your stay in Hong Kong. And what's the weather like in Hong Kong today? And what's the weather like in Canada today? My IG friends. So yeah, so if you're interested, so in case you've missed, today we talk about prosperity Bible or prosperity gospel or how to make money with the Bible, right? So I have done some research, added some notes. FGFG said Hong Kong today was sunny. Finally, oh, that's great. That's great. Hopefully, it's not too humid, right? The humidity is pretty high in those tropical cities, right? Like Hong Kong and Singapore. I hear it's not the heat that gets you; it's the humidity, right? Um, so, okay, let me do a split screen here. I can read you my research. Too many windows open on my desktop. All right, so maybe I can just say this in the live stream. So in the future, people could come in and get some references. So that so we come together and we have synthesized 10 tenets to prosperity guide Bible. Um, so you don't really need to read the whole Bible. You just need to, I guess the prosperity gospel preaching goes with, of course, it goes with, Catholic and Christianity, but you can modify this to any pagan god that you are working with, or demons, or angels, or I don't know, like other kind of spirits that you're working with. FGFG said finally some sunshine for drying my laundry. Oh yeah, you guys push your laundry out onto your balcony, right? I remember that. You guys don't use dryer, right? Yeah. I know some people don't like to use dryer after their laundry because it shrinks the clothes. So here are some major tenets in prosperity gospel, and you can also use it with any other spirits that you work with. First, you want to have faith in God's promises, uh, absolute faith in the spirit that you're working with. Central to the prosperity teaching is the belief that faith activates your spirit's promise of prosperity. So, in a way that you are entitled to be rich, you are entitled to live a prosperous life, you are entitled to live life to your fullest and to reach your full potential, right? That is like a covenant, that is like a contract, original contract that God or Satan or Freya or Odin had with you. And by having faith, you're activating the contract that you have with these spirits. So the second tenet is positive confession, also known as name it and claim it. This tenet emphasizes the power of spoken words. The believers are taught to speak positively about their circumstances and declares God's promises over their lives. So it is true. So you want to always have a positive thinking, and despite situation may be out of your control, and you don't like what you're seeing right there, always speak it into existence, right? You can hear, hello Michelle, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Happy Sunday to you, and happy if you're in America, if you're in the United States, happy Memorial Day. If you're in Canada, happy Victoria Day. I don't know. Is this a holiday weekend in Singapore or Hong Kong? I don't know. So we're talking about prosperity Bible and prosperity um, um, prosperity spirits, like how to use the Bible and how to use the gospel or Jesus to help you get rich, right? And for the first 20 minutes, we did a guided meditation where we met Jesus and received his blessings on prosperity. And right now we're talking about the 10 tenets of prosperity teaching and prosperity gospel, right? So first, and it doesn't, so you can substitute God with any other spirits, right? So in probably in Western ceremonial magicians perspective, God is like an amalgamation or egregor for all the spirits that you will ever work with, right? So things that applies to the Bible are probably good for any other spirit that you're working with, because it is kind of like a summary of all the spirits that they have encountered. So the first one is absolute faith in God's promise. So God or whatever spirit that you're working with promise you in confidence that you'll be prosper, you'll live in abundance, you will live life to your fullest, and to push you to be your best. And having faith activate this confidence. Second is positive confession, which is to um, declare that you own these blessings. They call it name it and claim it. Third tenet is divine favor and the belief that these spirits bestow favor upon their followers, leading to success and prosperity in all endeavors. This favor is a reward for your faithfulness and your righteousness. And in the tradition of what we're doing, black magic or Western ceremonial magician, the favor is um, in a way being traded for offering to start with. And as you move up to our totem pole and as you earn the trust, you will receive more divine favor as you um, carry out the task that spirits give you, and later on becomes a partner for them in creation. Um, the fourth tenet of prosperity gospel is seed faith giving. It says it's the so it's an emphasis on sowing and reaping. Um, you have to plant the seed of success. Uh, well, for prosperity ministry, like they say it's like giving to the minister and then you receive more. But I guess in our perspective as Western ceremonial magician is to sow and invest our time into the spirits, into the altars, and our time into getting to know them, and then we're going to reap the reward later on, right? Um, the fifth tenet is health and healing. Prosperity gospel preaches often teach that physical health is a part of God's will to the believers. Faith and positive confessions are believed to bring about healing and maintain health, right? The sixth tenet is success and abundance. Prosperity teaching stresses that God's will is for his follower is to live an abundant life, which influence which includes material wealth, success in business, and fulfilling personal goal. So there are different sects of Christianity have talked about this. Is to like you like don't feel shy about money. Your your attainment of wealth and be able to show other that you're successful, and abundance is also showing off God's blessings, right? Um, the seventh tenet is God's covenant. I hear believes that prosperity is part of covenant that God made with his people, citing biblical figures as Abraham, Solomon, and Job as an example of God's desire for his follower to be rich, which is true. Like God has promised his followers that good things will come to them if they follow, if they were devotees of him. Like eight is overcoming poverty. The prosperity gospel often frames poverty as a spiritual issue that can be overcome with through faith, positive confession, and giving. Believers are taught that they are not destined for lack, but for abundance, right? So I don't know if it is 100% prosperity gospel, but I do feel a lot of my clients and talking to a lot of people feel like they have this guilt for getting rich, and then they force themselves into a situation of poverty. It's like success seems to be too good for them. It happens to me a few times too, right? Sometimes um, they feel that they feel guilty to have money, and even though great opportunity comes by, they feel that it is not for them. If you have read the book The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, he said poverty is a mental disease, which I've also agree with. Um, so quickly here, the ninth tenet of prosperity teaching is prosperity preachers interpret the certain Bible verses such as John 10:10 have come that they may have life and have it to the full, right? So that there are guarantees in the Bible that God wants us to live our life to the fullest and enjoy all the material uh, and abundance that His will has to offer, right? And the last tenet is personal empowerment, the teaching that emphasizes personal responsibility and empowerment, encouraging believers to take active steps in faith to achieve their goals and to trust God's provision, which is what we have been talking about in this live stream for many, many times. And if you have worked with me before, it is also what I have emphasized in our conversation, that you need to take active steps towards your goals in order to make it come true. Many people just make the wish and pay their magician and then stand around and wait for it to complete, right? Which in my experience doesn't work that way. Sometimes you get lucky, like you can cast a spell and you are in a dire situation, and then somehow um, like a check come through, and then you get to pay that month's rent. But that is not sustainable. You have to like take that divine energy and take steps uh, toward reaching your goal, whether it be financial goal. You may have to sell your car, and if your business is not doing well, drive Uber for a bit, and then take some classes in accounting, and then restructure your business, or go through some court proceedings, fold one, you may have to close some locations, and then embrace some new technology, and then go back at it again, right? So you have to take steps towards your financial prosperity, and God and all these spirits, whether it be Satan or Lucifer or Boone, they're going to help you along the way. Um, some situation may seem dire at this moment, but with each step you take, you are also taking a step with these spirits, and they're going to send you um, all the positive steps and opens a path for you. But you still have to walk it, right? Hello, on IG we have I am Mamadou Ju P. How are you, my friend? So today is once again Memorial Day. We don't have. I know most people are out on holidays. They're on vacation, so we are expecting a slow day with low attendance, which is fine. Let me take a sip of coffee here. Does anybody have any questions about how to make money with black magic? And today's session have proven to you that you don't have to go satanic and do crazy shit to in black magic, right? To gain wealth or romance or a good family, right? You can, if you want, use black magic to work with God and Jesus. It is probably a heresy, or for some people blasphemy, the way we do the way we work with these spirits, which is fine. But I have proven to you through the hypnosis session at the beginning that we can use black magic with any spirits, including God, Yahweh, Jehovah, whomever you like to name. You can work with angels, which I do a lot, or you can work with Jesus. So, any questions about black magic, Jesus, the economy, politics, the food scene in Boston? All right, so quiet room today. The spiritual warfare people are gone. They're still exhausted from their LARPing battle. So the time is coming up to 52 minutes. We don't see a lot of chat in this room, which is fine. Hi, Jam. Jam said, "Hi, Dion. How are you doing?" It's okay. You can say that. Have we met before, Jam? I think I know who you are. You're just on the wrong account, right? It's okay. FGFG said, "Will it be conflict working with different kind of spirits?" That is a good question. A lot of people asked that before. In my experience, no. Um, of all people, you know that I work with Germany, which is a goetic quote unquote demon. At some point, she was an angel in some grimoire, and then she had asked Sandophone to help me with my Etsy store. She just told me to work as a professional black magician, and then Sandophone comes in and to help me with some day-to-day operations things, and then Satan comes in to help me with some specific products and listings, and then Freya jumps in and says she wants to be in some listings, and then some of my first few sales were with Freya. So which is like a whole line of spirit that has contributed to that one sale, right? From Germany, Sandophone, Satan, and then Freya, right? So all different pantheons of spirit have helped to facilitate that one, the first like 3 or 4 sale in my store, right? So observationally, they work together. Uh, Different religious texts says otherwise, but that's them, right? I will use whatever means to bring me success. Um, and they can say whatever they say, and this is a new movement that we are starting. We take the Bible or whatever religious text in the past with respect, but we know that those happened in the past and those were the opinions of the writer at the time. It's like a map from the ancient world, right? Okay, I read it, or like a charts, navigation charts from the 1800 or 1700s. Okay, that's great. Thank you for your contribution, but I'm going to navigate with my GPS. Hello, Fallen. How are you, my friend? Welcome back. And I think shifting from Pantheon to Pantheon will be like a very natural process. Like you don't have to like go and design a Pantheon with like, oh, I have worked with 2 demons today and I want to and I need to have three angels on my team, and then two Viking deity, and then one Roman god, right? It doesn't have to be prescribed that way. It is not a it is not a chemical compound. Like all this will happen naturally, right? As you go on your path as a Western ceremonial magician, just as how it all developed organically and naturally from myself. How are you, Fallen? Done anything interesting lately? It is a little quiet today. That's fine. It is a Sunday morning here in Boston, around probably bedtime for my friends in Asia. And if you're somewhere in between, having a good day or a good night. So yeah, so I'll be editing that hypnosis recording, and just as I promised, I'm going to edit some other um, um, hypnosis recording from before. I'm going to put it on YouTube, and then I'm going to put it on an essay, and I'm going to start a Patreon store. I think Patreon allows us to sell individual um, listing and products now, digital products. So we'll be employing that if that is easier for you. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Tanya J said, "Hi, Dion. What is the best way to connect with the spirits?" That is a good question, Tanya. Have you been doing divination work? Well, for I guess like from day to day, you need to be regularly doing rituals for yourself. If not, continually continuing at least doing meditation. Um, put a lot of offerings on your altar. Um, practice divination. Hello, IG. Hello, Lexami Guide. How are you on IG? Yeah, do you have any specific question on your personal ritual, Tanya? I mean, they're with you, even though you may not see them. Oh, Tanya? Do you know how to scry? So I think like spending a lot of time scrying really helped me develop my astral sense. So my point was, even though if you don't see them, they're with you, and you can also prove. I won't say proof, right? You can also like calibrate your vibration with them through trial and error, right? If you got like a weird sensation to do something, and it's option of two or three things, right? And you just do those three things and see which one brings you the most success, and then you line up that action with the particular feeling you felt before, right? And that way you can like kind of backwardly deduced um, what the spirit are pushing you to do, right? Let's say, and it is not just one thing, right? It could be a series of things, For example, and this is just an example, right? For example, you have been drinking milk tea in a tea shop in Hong Kong for like 3 years, and then one day you really feel like you need to drink coffee, um, or yin yang, right? That's what you order in Hong Kong, yin yang as coffee and tea. And one day you really feel like you want to order yin yang, and then at lunch, you have been eating egg sandwiches, and you feel like you need to eat, I don't know, like a ramen noodle. And then on the way back, you have been taking the express bus, but you want to take the tram or you want to take the MTR, right? And then throughout that journey, you're going to experience different things and different sensations. And then later on, you bring all those new thoughts and ideas and sensations, and you write them down, right? And you follow these promptings in your heart, and you follow these promptings in your energy, and then you write them down, and then you back deduce which one are the closest to the spirit that you're working with, right? Let's say Asmodee, you know. And maybe on that path, if you're working with Asmodee, you may be seeing, you know, let's say you are looking for a boyfriend or husband, right? You are seeing different type of guys that you normally see, and then it gives you some inspiration. And then one day you're going to talk to them, or they may come talk to you, and then he may take you out to lunch, and then he saw that you're ordering a yin yang, and then he normally orders a coffee, and then, oh wow, he thought that was interesting, so he orders a yin yang with you. So all these kind of little things add up to a big picture to see what Asmodee was trying to send you, right? So human mind, no matter how smart we are kind of like trapped into linear thinking. Like one thing leads to another, which I think is necessary for our logic to work in the real world. But if you speak the language of the angels and demons, it is like a multi-dimensional kind of language, and you have to get used to all these quantum leaps throughout your days, right? Like wherever you make a decision, you make a quantum leap, right? I hope I'm making sense. And all these quantum leaps will add together to a bigger picture that will send you to what you're wishing for, or what the spirit have planned for you that is better than what you have wished for, right? Tanya J said, yes, I will an altar with candles and offerings. Yes, that is very important to have an altar for the spirit that you're working with. And I think in Asia, particularly in China and Hong Kong and the Southeast Asia culture, you guys already have a lot of altars in your home, right? You guys have ancestor altars. So altars for your spirits doesn't have to be that different from an ancestor altars. You guys are probably more advanced than a Westerner who don't normally set up an altar in the home with like food and fruits and candles and incense and burning Joe's money, right? And that is just to start. Um, and you can experiment playing different kind of offerings on your altars, right? To see what will yield and see what your and depends what the yield of your offerings. You can kind of like back deduce what kind of task and what kind of success that what kind of path that the spirit is opening up for you, right? Like I said, I think I've gave this story before that Germany and Freya asked me to put some lipstick on their altars when I visited Sephora, um, which was really expensive, and I don't think it was worth I don't think it was worth the amount that I'm paying for, because I pay I when I do photography, like I buy my makeup on the book. But whatever, fine. I pay $20 for that items, and I put it on the altar. And then half a year later, the I got an idea of selling that enchanted lipstick on my store. At the time, it was still the pandemic. The pandemic was still at its height, and people are wearing masks. So I thought, who would buy such a thing, right? But it turns out to be one of the best-selling items, and I got a lot of repeat clients. People buy that item, they really enjoyed it, and then they come back and buy more things, right? And then I got a lot of reviews that really boosted my store. So you never know, what you a lot of times you'll find that whatever you put on your altar, you it's going to come back to you in many times, and you just have to pay attention. Tanya J said, "You're right. My parents have Chinese altars at home." Yeah, I think cross culturally, everybody are kind of like all the cultures in the world are all figuring out how to work with these spirits. And the good thing about being a Western, quote unquote, Western ceremonial magician is we can put away the tradition and just isolate what are the best elements that bring us the best results, right? If you want to be traditional, you go do that, have fun, respect that. But we as black magicians, we roll differently. Um, FG said, I know what they like as offerings. Yes, it's true. Um, I would put, for Samael's outer, Samael's my protection patron, I put like knives and guns on his altar. I put like model tanks and battleships, on his altar, and then he uses that sympathetic energy to help protect me from danger and my enemies, right? Um, if possible, put some valuable items on your altar. But I guess like if you do that, you have to be careful about theft. Um, but I found that whatever I put on my altar, it comes back to me many times fold. It's like in the old days, if a I don't know if it was the same in China, but I think in the Middle East, if you visit like a rich person, if you offer them a gift, they will give back to you manifold, right? If you go to like a Arabic, sheik, or like a rich Arabic person, or even if you go to their home, right? If you bring them a present, they would feel obliged to give you another present that is worth a lot more. Or if you give them a praise, they're gonna give you like some kind of gift, right? So, which is I think that transfer into all these Middle Eastern gods and how we worship them, right? Hello, Saxon. How are you doing? Welcome. We have started the stream with a prosperity gospel hypnosis session where we evoke Jesus to bring us money. Good times. You missed that, but it's okay. It's going to be saved on the on YouTube. How's it going at where you are, Saxon? So this is a long weekend in U.S. and Canada. I don't know about where you live. Everybody are on vacation, so this is why the room is a little bit quiet, which is fine. And all the spiritual warfare people are gone. I guess they have a LARPing session where they go to hang out in the park. So yeah, hopefully I've answered your questions, Tanya. Hopefully I've answered your question, FGFG. Anyways, does anybody have any suggestion on what next week's hypnosis session to be? I think we have soul retrieval. We have done abundance, but people are, it's never enough abundance, right? We can always do more money making sessions. We have done third eye opening. We have done past life regression. We have done Akashic record reading. So those are the popular ones. Um, Tanya J said, "Thanks, Dion. You have already answered my questions with a lot of details. Thank you for asking those good questions, Tanya. It keeps the discussion going. So tell us a story, Tanya. Tell us a success story that you had with Black Magic." FGFG said, "You've answered my question. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it very much that you guys are always here to keep this chat room alive and chatty." So yeah, so we have done past life regression, we have done Akashic record reading, we have done third eye opening, we have done eternal beauty with Aphrodite, we have done road opening with Sandophone. Um, Today we've done prosperity gospel. Um, so if anybody has any suggestion on which free hypnosis session you would like to do, just drop me a line and I will make that happen next week. So Saxon, how's it going at where you are? Are you partying hard this weekend? So in any case, time we have the time is 11:14 on this clock, and on YouTube's clock, the live has been going on for an hour and 13 minutes, which is pretty good considering the kind of day we're having. So if there are no new questions, we can end this stream at about 2 or 3 minutes. Um, I know it's getting late in Asia. Um, no spiritual warfare for 2 weeks in the road. I hope those spiritual warfare people are doing good. I hope they are not. They haven't been killed in battle or killed it. They haven't been KIA'd in the astral space. Um, FGFG said maybe next week doing a release bad energy session. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, definitely. I thought of like having a recording out for just a Reiki session, but instead, well, with Reiki energy healing, and it is a hypnosis session, which I guide you to release all the energy that your chakra is holding on. Pioneer J said, "I think my spirit helped me attract some nice people and get rid of some bad people and increasing positive energy." Okay, wow, that's great. Thank you for sharing. I think you have a good connection with the spirits that you're with. Um, Go out more and explore more. Like, you know, it's like a car, right? A car is only useful when you drive it. A car can take you very far, but you have to get in and drive it. The more you use your car, the more experience you receive, right? The more you work with your spirits, the more you allow your spirit to bring you experiences, the closer the connection is going to be. So thank you for sharing. All right, so this is great. We've been doing this live stream for about 10 weeks or so, which is good. We're keeping up. Um, I'm also keeping up my, well, it's not required, but if I were to call myself a ministry or something, one of the things that they'll look for is like a weekly congregation, and I guess we can call it that. Tiny J said, agree with FGFG. That's great. All right, so we're ending the stream in about 2 minutes. Unless there's a new question or new topic that you want to discuss. Or if you have any last, if you're just, if you're hiding in the background and want to say hi, please do it now. If not, we'll be ending the stream in about a minute. And it'll take about a minute for the comments to come through. I think we're still very much blessed to be in this stage of technology when we can hold like a conference right here with like people from all around the world. And if you type a comment here, it could be instantly read um, from all the way around the world, right? Like, as much as we want to say that our communication is instant, it's still the problem of the speed of light. So it takes about like a split second for your message to arrive on YouTube and then come to my screen, right? Tiny J said, yes, blessed that we can talk here. Great. I really appreciate that you and FGFG are always here for me. Appreciate that. FGFG said, I noticed next week is June. Half of 2024 has passed. Yes, I totally agree with you. And I'm still stuck in 2019, right? You know, I'm still stuck in the pandemic time, which I haven't left my house in like a week. That kind of mentality. Hey, time waits for no one, right? Time flies, Tiny J said. And I've met you guys for like since 2021, right? So like I've known you guys for like 3 years. But we are getting better. That's great. That's great. Happy to hear that, Tanya J. Oh, thank you. Tiny J said like a loving, happy emoji. So in any case, if there's nothing else, we can end this stream. I think we did well on a holiday weekend, especially the first long weekend of the summer in the U.S. This is like the busiest weekend when it comes to vacation. It's also when things get expensive around here. In the old, like if you live in New England in the winter, like most of the parking is free, and all the restaurants have like winter price and things are much cheaper. But as soon as Memorial Day kicks in, everything get expensive. You have to pay for things. You have to pay for parking, and things get really busy. And the price of hotel rooms skyrockets. So this is Memorial Day in New England, but it's still not that bad. So as an ambassador of New England and in Boston, you guys are always welcome to visit here and spend your tourist money. So in any case, on that note, FGFG said things get better. Thanks for being with us, Dion. Thank you so much. And Tanya say thank you so much, Dion. You're welcome and thank you for being here. And you know, you guys can always reach me on IG and And you guys know my email and Etsy account and whatnot. So without further ado, we can call this a day, and I'll see you guys next week on YouTube and IG. And as soon as I get my acts together, we'll be on TikTok and maybe Facebook. Okay. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.